It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome in. It is What's Burnin' on Lake TV. KB here. You're there, and I thank you for that. Plus, a big thank you to all of our great sponsors, Bill Lacasse and everybody at SRG Financial Advisors, the great crew over at Budget Blinds. How about Ozarks Barge and Dock, our veterinary at the lake? And don't forget Bryant Auction, my good buddy Rick Bryant and the staff there. We're going to get moving and shaking on the show. Going to do a little ranting and raving to kick things off. Some interesting news regarding education. You probably want to tune in for that. Also, Paul Berardi, he's the chief of the Osage Beach Fire Protection District. We'll talk a little ballot issue action that's going to be coming up in the city of Osage Beach. Also, KB in the kitchen at Mama Sita's Mexican Cantina. Our good friend Larry Bennett from Parks and Rec in Camdenton going to join us. We're going to talk it up about the upcoming chili cook-off, and we'll wrap up the show with KB's Furry Friends. It's all coming up right here on Lake TV.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age. And with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burnin' here on Lake TV. KB here with, I guess KB's Hot Takes is what we'll call this feature. ranting and raving about certain things going on. And this is a biggie because this came all the way down from the Department of Justice. A letter dated October the 4th, 2021 from Attorney General Merrick Garland talking about the need for the FBI to be involved in this process of threats against public servants, which they say in the letter here are not only illegal, they run counter to our nation's core values. So the department takes these incidents seriously and is committed to using its authority and resources to discourage these threats. You may have heard about this, and there was some news in here about parents being labeled as domestic terrorists. Well, if you believe that, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. The important part of this, folks, is the backstory. A lot of parents were outraged about it, but I don't think a lot of parents really understood that there's a bit of a conflict of interest here with our U.S. Attorney General and what's really going on here. His daughter, Rebecca Garland, is married to a gentleman by the name of Alexander Zan Tanner. They got married back in July of 2018. Now, the son-in-law is the co-founder and president of Panorama Education, which is an analytical software and services company in Boston, according to multiple reports. What they do, folks, is they involve your kids in what is being deemed social and emotional education. They sit them down. They ask them all kinds of interesting questions about their gender, about various other things like critical race theory and how this is all interpreted. And so what happened here is back a bit, Fairfax County Public Schools, they have quietly signed a $1.8 million contract with Panorama Education. Now, this is a Boston-based big tech company. This is this Alexander Tanner guy that's married to Garland's daughter. They're doing so to conduct a multi-year social and emotional learning screener, giving them the right to collect psychometrics on the school district's 180,000 students with invasive questions about whether they feel sad or gender fluid and a bunch of other things. And so this has gone beyond, folks, this has gone beyond education and more into indoctrination. And I think it's important that parents wake up and understand you have every right to question your school board. You voted for them. You have every right to question their decisions. You also have a right with the First Amendment to free speech. You can go in and ask these people anything you want to ask them, and you should be allowed to. And it's not up to the U.S. Attorney General to involve the FBI in local matters. Local matters require local authorities to handle things. If there's an issue at a school board meeting, if there's an issue with a superintendent or administrator, then it's local law enforcement's job. See, some parents got wind of this whole situation involving Tanner, his company, social emotional learning or education. And so to quash that, they put out this letter dated October the 4th, 2021. You can find it online. And what they're doing here is they're trying to target these parents because more and more educators, and this is something that came directly from the Department of Education, the U.S. Department of Education, educators want to insulate themselves from the parents. And so they're finding any and all means necessary. The guy that heads up the U.S. Department of Education has come out and said himself, the parents should have less of a role in their child's education. And if you feel that is the way to go, well, then good for you. The main reason I bring this up, folks, is, homeschooling numbers are going through the roof. A lot of parents are deciding to homeschool these days. You may want to consider that, or you may want to contact your school board directly and let them know that this is not at all the direction that you want your kids to go. And you certainly don't want to show up at a school board meeting and be labeled a quote-unquote domestic terrorist and have all the other fallout and issues that could possibly come with that. And it might even affect your Second Amendment rights. Think about it, check into it, look it up. But more importantly, be involved, be engaged, be a part of the solution by addressing your local school board. I think here in the state of Missouri, our governor and some local school boards have already said, we don't want this happening here. You're not going to step over the line. And that's exactly how we feel about it. And I think that's exactly how any parent should be feeling about it. And try to be more involved with your child's education. Ask them questions. Find out what the teachers are teaching them and get involved. Like I said, be a part of the solution. That's KB's Hot Take for today.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
Welcome into What's Burning here on Lake TV. Glad to be with you here on another beautiful day at the Lake of the Ozarks, getting ready for fall. And of course, that means a lot of people come to the lake to enjoy the beautiful fall colors, get out on the water. There's still plenty of time to do that. But as we've noticed here, especially within about the last year or so, there has been a huge contingent of people not only coming to visit the lake, but moving to the Lake of the Ozarks as well. And that does put stress and strain on a lot of our public servants. Just ask anybody in law enforcement, ambulance drivers, first responders, and certainly firefighters as well. And the Osage Beach Fire Protection District has got a couple of issues they'd like you to know a little bit more about. They will be on the November 2nd ballot, and it is to provide a better quality of service. Both of these issues varying with response time and equipment, and possibly a new station, again, to accommodate the growth here at the Lake of the Ozarks. And with us today is Osage Beach Fire Protection District's Chief Paul Berardi. Great to see you, Paul.
Very good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, sir. So let's talk about when all of this started. Obviously, I think we've seen the considerable amount of growth at the lake, especially with everything that's been going on with COVID. They've all been coming here to the lake to get away.
Not only to get away, but then to stay here as well.
Yeah. It's been kind of an interesting adventure, because anytime you experience growth, and you do, as is the case with a lot of places, you have to be able to provide certain things for people when they're here. And obviously, visitors or second homeowners or people that are moving to the lake, that's probably one of the things that they look at. What do we have in terms of fire protection here at the Lake of the Ozarks, fire protection districts, and in particular, things like response time? That's huge, especially around here with the lay of the land.
Yeah, actually, our statistics over the last 5 years have steadily increased, but you're correct. Since 2020, they really kind of exploded. Over about a 13% increase in just the last year, but they were steadily moving up like they do in most communities. So, you know, we are a fire district, so we serve not only the city of Osage Beach, the city of Lynn Creek, but we serve 105 miles in both Miller and parts of Camden County. So currently we provide basic EMS and fire protection, and we provide that out of 2 different fire stations, one on the east side of town and one on the west side of the district. And by first response, I mean we provide basic EMS and then fire protection as well. And then very quickly, we are part of a fire district or fire response community, a mutual aid community in which we rely on our mutual aid and our automatic aid partners a great deal.
You folks, if there's a call in Camdenton, if there's a call in Lake Ozark, they call you to back them up when they're on call, so that if another call comes in, then obviously there's someone there to answer the call, respond to it. And again, response times, that's something else that people are very concerned about. How long will it take the local fire protection district to get to me if there is an emergency? Certainly if there's a fire, but if it involves someone being injured or dealing with some other malady medically, that is something that I know that you folks have looked into as well.
Sure. We have a goal of 5 minutes and 30 seconds, 80% of the time. Currently, we're not anywhere close to that goal. In fact, I just looked at our September numbers, and we were over 8 minutes for a response time, our average response time. Now, that not is only travel time included in that, but when you're talking about average, you're including all of those things in which you have simultaneous calls, and so you're not able to respond immediately. You're relying on your mutual aid partner or from a company from across the district. So that 8 minutes and 30 seconds is not what we would typically do, but that is our average response time just in the month of September, and that's been typical like that for the last 18 or 20 months like that. So we want to improve. Part of these referendums are to improve that response time.
Right. And so obviously in looking at the numbers, you felt there might be a need for an additional station, additional personnel, emergency personnel as well. And so you came up with these 2 ballot issues. But prior to that, you had a company come in and do a study, as is the case, just to get all the facts and figures and have all the necessary information you needed to go to the voters with.
We did. So really we took 2020 and we took the opportunity to kind of strategically look at what we needed to do to plan for the future of the community. And we did that. We looked at our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities and our threats, and we developed a long-range plan. Just a very quick kind of overview of that plan is to add 2 quick response advanced life support vehicles to our deployment model, and to relocate fire station number 1. So this isn't an additional station, this is a replacement, but what it does is it moves fire station number 1 to a better location and able to better respond on the parkway.
Sure.
Right now we're off on Bluff Drive, about a mile back off of the parkway on Bluff Drive, and then to go east we have to turn around the horseshoe there, and it adds about 2 minutes and 40 seconds going east and about a minute and a half going west.
And people don't look at that and think, well, it's just 2 minutes, it's just a minute and a half. But when someone's life is on the line, every second counts as far as how things go here. And, that's rather interesting. I wonder if when they were putting in 54 of the expressway through, if they had to take into consideration where various things are, such as firehouses, such as police stations, things along those lines. But it does add another interesting perspective to this. So let's break it down for folks as far as the 2 ballot issues that, again, will be on the November 2nd ballot all by themselves, which is kind of a tough road to haul when you think about it.
Yeah, it is. We knew, like I said, we conducted that and we developed that long-range plan, and we decided these are the needs, and we're going to inform the public as soon as possible, and we're going to see how it comes out. The 2 referendums are: one is a bond issue; it's a 20-year bond. It's basically for the relocating of fire station number 1. By doing that, like I said, it will improve response times, but it will also improve the living conditions. But be able to house those additional people for the second part or the second referendum on there, which is the levy, the operating levy, to operate 2 ALS quick response units. And these units are like pickup truck style response units with an EMS unit on the back. It's a non-transport unit staffed with a paramedic and an EMT. Both firefighter trained, so they'll be able to be dual roles. So they'll be first out on all medical calls, and then really essentially double our capability to respond to simultaneous calls for service. So there's 2 issues: the bond issue and the operating levy for the EMS.
It's interesting sometimes, I guess, because when a call comes in, you don't necessarily know what you're up against, so you don't necessarily know what you need to take with you to that call. So in order to provide better service, better response time, it's certainly important to have as many key elements as you can have in any of the firehouses and available to any of the citizens in Osage Beach.
Yeah, right now what we do is we rely on the caller information from the representative party that calls, and then Osage Beach dispatches us, the city of Osage Beach dispatches us to that call, and on a medical call, currently we take the engine, which is minimally staffed with 3 people. And so when we do that, that's our only response capability out of that particular response district. And so we're responding with 2 people and with basic life support. The additional, this vehicle, this quick response vehicle, will be the first out on all medical calls, leaving that engine back to be able to respond to an additional medical call, but also to respond to fire and EMS calls, which is critically needed here because currently 18% of our calls, we receive a second call in that same response area. So by doing this, we effectively double our ability to respond to multiple calls at the same time.
Sure, and that's normally as we grow how things go. I mean, you may not get a whole lot of calls one day, and then you may get just a mind-blowing number the next time, and you want to be able to have everything you need to respond to those calls. Do you think it was kind of a bold move to put 2 issues on the ballot and hope that they both pass?
I do think it was bold, but I also know that that's what's required to make this plan work. And so that's why we did it. We talked about should we go out now, should we go out in April, but really we conducted our plan. This is the plan, and we'll put it to the voters for them to decide because it's really their choice. It's not the fire district's choice. It's the public's choice on what services they want us to provide.
So what if one or both of these are shot down? What's the next plan? What's the next attempt to try and move this all forward?
So we do have a contingency plan. So first of all, a bond, we're not required by law, if the bond passes, to go out and spend that money. The board can say, no, we're not going to. We likely would move forward on that bond if the levy didn't pass. I think that's less likely than the levy to pass and the bond to fail, just because of the threshold limit. The threshold is a little bit higher. But if the levy passes and the bond doesn't pass, like I said, Fire Station 1 will not support new EMS staff there. The station was never designed to even house firefighters. We have, for the last 35 years, really adapted that station, and it has served us very well for the last 35 years. But it won't be able, we can't fit any more people in there. There's just not enough room. So we do have a fire station out on Midway, which is just south of 54 on Midway, which is what we would have to do temporarily until the voters did approve a new location for Fire Station number 1. Now that plan is not 100% solidified. There are things that we may be able to do temporarily to Station 1, but we would have to expand it in some way. When we did that study that you spoke about, it wasn't feasible to be able to do that for any long-term solution to the problem.
Right. Well, folks, it's up to you, the voters of Osage Beach, on November 2nd to come out and vote on these issues and let the Osage Beach Fire Protection District, let them know just how you feel right now. And of course, they'll continue to do the awesome job that they do in all of our fire protection districts around the Lake of the Ozarks, throughout the state, throughout the country, continue to do to serve people to the best of their ability. Just real quick, Chief, before we let you go, if people have questions, if they'd like to talk to you or someone related to the Osage Beach Fire Protection District directly, how can they do that?
Excellent. Great. Thank you. First of all, easily they can go to obfire.com, and there's a wealth of information on there. A separate page for the bond and the levy issues, has a tax calculator on there. It has all of the reasons why. It has the station study on there, but all of that is available. But also, if my phone number is on that same website, you can contact the district. They'll get a hold of me. If you want the number now, it's 573-348-1221. But there is, like I said, a wealth of information on obfire.com. And then there's a lot of stuff out there on the Facebook page. I understand that the folks are putting together a lot of information on the Facebook page as well. Very quickly, we've been out to the city of Osage Beach, city of Lynn Creek. We've been to the Convention and Visitors Bureau. We've been to the Elks Lodge. putting this information out, obviously in a non-political fashion, to be able to just put the information out. But we have been out throughout the community to try to push the information out to the public.
Very good. Chief Paul Berardi, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you
and
very much.
Thank you for watching us and checking us out. More coming up right here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle, so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new Community Spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight show on Lake TV.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Hey, we're hanging out here at Mamacita's Mexican Cantina in Osage Beach, getting ready to go inside and check out what they've got going on. Whether it's a couple of margaritas for happy hour, chips and salsa, or a full-blown Mexican meal, this is the place to come. Ladies, you ready to go?
Yeah!
Let's go! Hey, we are in the kitchen at Mamacita's Mexican Cantina. And let me give you a little background on Mamacita's. Melissa Galloway, that's who this restaurant is named after, her mama, Mamacita. And she also is famous for some wonderful, wonderful Mexican rice that she makes. And it's her recipe that they use here at the restaurant. With me is Pedro Rios. He is the head chef, sir. Thanks so much for having us in.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are going to make what today?
We're going to make the Mamacita Fajita today. It's coming with chicken and a steak and shrimp on top. So that's really good.
Oh,
fajitas.
baby. That's a meal in itself. I mean, surf and turf and extra turf. So there you go. Chicken steak. Yes, chicken steak and shrimp. And we're going to show you how to do it. Do you want to make one? I'll make one. We'll make one together.
We can make it, yeah, we can make it one. You make one and I make one.
All right, sounds good.
Right? Okay, we start right here.
Yes, sir.
We got the chicken.
Right on.
And the steak.
Very good.
All right, you can grab yours.
I'll grab mine.
Because that one's mine, okay?
Chicken and the steak. And very good. He's going to get that oven already going here, nice and hot. So off we go. Going to hit it with some seasoning.
Seasoning, a special seasoning. That's the flavor, man.
Yeah.
That's the flavor.
And you know what's good about this again? You guys use a lot of fresh ingredients, man.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of that pre-made stuff that you get other places. And that's what's really important.
All right, so now we go start with the veggies.
All righty.
So I go put the veggies for the both fajitas.
All right.
All right, we can put it together.
Plenty of that great seasoning that they use here.
All right.
Getting it all going, man. And that's the best part of the whole deal. If you could smell it, you would be, we need smell-o-vision, Pedro, because the aroma is just incredible. Watching our chicken, watching our beef, watching our veggies, and of course, we'll get to the shrimp here.
We go to the shrimp. The shrimp is over there. A little grease, you know, that's a favorite too.
Yes, sir.
And a seasoning.
More seasoning. Everything is seasoned so well, and that's what really helps enhance the flavor and bring it all out. And you notice how Pedro does this when he touches shrimp when he touches chicken. He changes his gloves to avoid cross-contamination. You gonna do that one, all right?
Yeah. And then we use one for the steaks and one is going to be for the chicken.
There you go, brother. Getting the marks on there.
Yeah. And that's it. We can make it the size now for the fajitas.
All right, on.
All right, you can do the same thing.
Little beans. How's that look? All right?
Yeah, that's good.
We'll hit it with a little rice.
Rice.
The Mexican rice, by the way, is some of my most favorite rice. This is the mamacita rice that we talked about earlier. Melissa's mama's very own recipe.
Okay, lettuce.
Some lettuce.
Guacamole.
Little lettuce. We'll hit the guacamole right here.
You have to make it like Mexican fly. You know, like green, white, and red. That's a Mexican fly.
There you
colors.
Go. Green, and then the
sour cream in the middle.
Sour cream in the middle.
And
my
pico de gallo on the corner.
Very nice. Pico de gallo. Just reach in there.
Yeah.
Can I grab a handful.
Yeah.
Pico de gallo is so good, and we'll put that right over the top of the lettuce. Just like
and cheese and your beans.
All right. A little bit of cheese and the beans.
And that's it.
There you go, sir.
So now you put it here on the window and waiting for the fajitas.
All righty. Just about ready to try the Mamacita's fajitas. You saw us with Pedro Rios, the chef here, in the kitchen making the great food, and they were just, I mean, we're making our food for the TV shot. He's back there taking care of all the customers. We got it all done. So we've got margaritas and great Mexican food. But before we get into the food, we want to talk to Melissa Galloway a little bit about Mamacita's, because we know Mamacita is a real person. It's not just a name you picked out of a hat.
That's right. Yes, that's my mother.
That's your mom.
That's my mom.
And you know, the rice that's on the plate here, that's her recipe.
Yes, yes.
Tell us a little bit about Mamacita, and tell us a little bit about your desire to open a Mexican restaurant.
Well, my mother used to make tacos, fresh fried shell tacos. She would saute her meats for hours, cook her own homemade rice and beans, obviously. And she would do that every weekend. And pretty much all our friends would show up every weekend.
Imagine that.
Oh yeah,
Must
she
have
would
been
have
good
them
food.
lined out. It was excellent food. And she'd
Right.
just have them lined out, and
Right.
the chicken would have all its juice, and she'd fill them all up, and we would just, everybody would eat. And that would be every single weekend, just about, that she would do that for everyone,
And
or whoever.
And she didn't mind. She didn't care who showed up.
Nope.
She just made a lot of good food and
She
wanted
did.
to see people enjoy themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
So then you got into the Mexican restaurant business, and do you obviously use a lot of her recipes? We know the rice is her recipe.
The rice is her recipe. The beans. The neat thing is that it's very similar, because my mom, her background is from Jalisco, Mexico. So a lot of the flavors and things are very similar. So it was really easy to work with Pedro and the kitchen staff as far as coming up with recipes that were similar to what we were looking for. So the salsa is very similar, the rice is similar. So we were able to do that without really any problem.
Let's talk a little bit about the business itself. Mamacita's Mexican Cantina. You're here in Osage Beach. Tell us when you're open.
We are open Monday through Sunday, 11 to, well, during the week we're open till 9, and then on the weekends, Friday and Saturday till 10.
And you guys do happy hour?
And we do happy hour from 3 to 5.
Daily specials?
We do have them, and they change.
You don't have to recite them all by memory. I'm just making sure people know about that.
We do. Monday through Friday, we have a daily special. Actually, I think Saturday and Sunday also, because I know Sundays are our fajita special day. So we do have that, and then our happy hours 3 to 5.
Great place to watch college football on Saturday, professional football on Sunday.
Yes.
You guys got all the great screens
around
here.
We have all our TVs.
A nice, beautiful bar, a huge restaurant. So seating is not a problem. They can accommodate you. If you've got a big group, probably a smart idea to call ahead of time.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yes.
Well, we know, unfortunately, Melissa, that Mamacita has passed away.
Yes, she has.
But the cool thing is her memory lives on.
Right.
The generosity of your mother and feeding the neighborhood or whoever showed up. And it's got to be very near and dear to your heart. I know it is.
It is. It's very near and dear to my heart. And we're just so happy to have this here. And the nice thing is that, George and Angie, they actually had met my mother before she had passed.
Right.
So that was really neat. So we've all kind of come together when we named this restaurant after my mother. And so it was really touching to have
Thank you so much for having us in here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thanks for letting us back in your kitchen.
Oh, anytime.
And we're still here. We've got this beautiful spread, the Mamacita's fajitas, and we're going to dig into those shortly. Just come on by, enjoy some authentic Mexican food, and enjoy what Mamacita would want you to enjoy. That's the great cooking, the recipes, the food, the atmosphere, the friendship, the fellowship. It's all here at Mamacita's Mexican Cantina in Osage Beach. KB for What's Burning on Lake TV.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivering to your new home or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
You want Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burning here on Lake TV. You know, fall is a great time for festivals, get-togethers, gatherings. Everybody likes to come to the lake during the fall months to enjoy, well, of course, the leaves and maybe some good food. How about a chili cook-off? On October the 16th, this Saturday, October the 16th, we've got a great event going on, the second annual Camdenton Parks and Rec Chili Cook-Off. And here to tell us more about it, my good friend, Mr. Larry Bennett. How are you, Larry? Good to see you again, brother.
Good to see you, KB.
Yeah.
Everything's going very well.
Yeah. It sounds like you're getting a lot of folks on board again this year. Had a lot of fun last year, and that was kind of your learning curve. So this year, we're just going to turn you loose and have a great time and make some money for a good cause. Tell us all about it.
Well, we have 4 divisions, and we have 4 styles of chili that can be cooked. Our divisions are restaurants, businesses, family, and youth. And our styles are Texas Red, Home Style, Open, and Veggie. So you can choose your division. If you own a restaurant, certainly you'd be a restaurant, and then you could cook either Texas Red, Home Style, Veggie, or Open. You could choose to cook 2 styles if you want, or 3. Each entry would be $20.
Right.
We're asking that everyone cook at least a gallon of chili so we have enough to feed the masses. They'll be able to come in and buy 5 tastings for $5. And we'll also have a bowl available if they want a little bit more chili.
Beautiful weather last year, anticipating some beautiful weather again this year. We had a great turnout for the first annual. There were a lot of people out there.
There were a lot, and more than we probably expected. We ran out of chili, which is maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing. So, but we'll serve chili until it's all gone.
And that is the hope, folks. So we're looking for as many chili cookers and participants to come out and eat that chili as possible. It's going to be out at the City Park in Camdenton. Starts at 9, runs until 2. And you're going to have some other activities for folks as well.
Right. It's a good family event, and so we'll have hay rides available. We'll also have the Sassy Lassies out there. They do a nice show. First of all, they'll do some face painting for the children, and then they get into some children participation songs. And they also have normally a set that would be 60s and maybe 70s classic music.
Sounds like a winner. Great afternoon for some fun out there. Again, Missouri, Special Olympics Missouri, the recipients of some of the proceeds from this event, and that's always great. So lots going on, man. And I got to tell you, I appreciate you asking me to be a judge. It's one of the calmer chili cook-offs I've done as a judge. I've judged these things several times in the past, and I will say we had some really good chili out there last year, and I guess this is maybe somewhat of a challenge. I know realtors love to challenge each other and brag about things, how many homes I've sold or condos I've sold or how much property I've sold. So a big shout out to all of you realtors out there. You can get involved in the business division. How about all the restaurants, Larry? We got tons of restaurants out there. Again, folks that are all about bragging rights. So it would certainly be a good opportunity for you to come out and to participate and have those bragging rights because you know, that's pretty big stuff.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we've got 2 restaurants in there. The Naughty Pirate, they entered. Actually, I believe they entered in 2 divisions.
Brand new restaurant here in Camdenton?
That's correct. And right across the street is Jones's Outpost for barbecue.
Baby.
And Mike's got a team in as well. So they're neighbors, but they're also competing. So there's a head-to-head right there. You other restaurants, if you want to get in the fun, they're in that restaurant division, jump right in. There's still plenty of time to register. I'd be happy to talk to anyone, answer any questions, provide you rules. we can, today is supposedly the last day to register online. I can extend that for you if you're interested. You definitely want to reach out to me, and I'll help you in every way I can to get you entered.
All the way up to, I would imagine, this Friday, October the 15th, and do whatever you got to do. But obviously, we need to give them some information on how to get registered.
Right. Registration is online at camdenton.recdesk.com, and that is, RecDesk is spelled RECDESK. You'll go into that site if you don't already have a profile, your own account. Set up your account first. It'll take you about 5 minutes, and then from there it'll take you another 5 minutes to register. You'll go to Programs, and you'll select the chili cook-off, and you'll see a little green button there that says Register. Take you 5 minutes to do it, and you pay right there online.
Easy peasy, or call Larry at the City Hall in Camdenton at 573-346-3600, 573-346-3600, and get registered. Come out, have a fun day. We had some interesting chilies last year. One that really stood out in my mind was in the other style, which was chocolate chili. Yeah. And it was actually pretty darn good. Yes. Everybody said, ooh, chocolate chili. But the guy who made the chocolate chili did a darn fine job.
Right. In fact, as I recall, if you recall, it was the first time he'd ever made it. Yes. He hadn't even made it previously, and did very well, won his division. Unfortunately, I did hear they're not going to be able to be there. There's a health problem in Chicago. They have to go up and take care of some family issues. But I do have someone in the open category. I've not heard yet what that chili is going to be. Certainly going to be interesting to see what comes up.
Kind of like what Gomer says, surprise, surprise.
Very much so.
It is going to be a fun time again. That's this Saturday, October the 16th from 9 until 2, Camdenton City Park, the second annual Camdenton Recs Department, Parks and Recs Department Chili Cook-Off. Proceeds benefit Special Olympics Missouri. Come out if you want to cook. Come out if you want to just taste. But please do come out, because this is certainly a fun event. Got a little time left before we move on. And I know traditionally around the end of summer, beginning of fall, things kind of slow down a little bit for Parks and Rec. But anything that we can talk about real quick that's going on? I know the disc golf course is always huge.
Disc golf course is always open. In fact, I left, and even though rain's coming in, we just had 3 folks head out on the course.
Right.
They participate in the snow. Weather does not matter to disc golfers. They come out in droves. In addition to that, something I'm a little excited about that we'll be doing is we recently received a grant from the DNR for scrap tire playground surfacing.
Right, right.
And we received a $20 grant that we're going to put toward resurfacing one of our existing playgrounds. Mm-hmm. It's going to make it an all-inclusive playground now. We'll be able to get folks on wheels in there, wheelchairs, any kind of disabilities. They'll actually be able to get in there and be able to move around on their wheelchair on that surface. It'll be a smooth surface as opposed to the gravel we've had for years.
City Park, easy to find in Camdenton, right there off of North Business 5. As a matter of fact, right between the Naughty Pirate and Smokin' Jones, those 2 restaurants are, when I say they're literally within a stone's throw of each other, that's very, very true, and they're going to be competing in the Chili Cook-Off. So make sure you get out and check out all the great things that are going on at the Camdenton City Park. And again, I guess they can keep up on things at CamdentonRecDesk.com.
Yes, not only this event, but you can register for all of our programs. We have a tennis program that's thriving. Baseball is in there. In addition to that, you can reserve shelters. Information is on our landing page now. For instance, this event's on there also. A recent addition was Wi-Fi to the park. There's a story about that. So if you go to that site, you can find out everything that's going on with Camdenton Parks and Rec.
Very good, sir. Larry Bennett, pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you Saturday, October 16th.
Thank you. As always, it's a pleasure being with you.
We're going to take a break and come back with more on What's Burning here on Lake TV.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Hey, welcome into What's Burnin'. Of course, here at Ozarks Cat and Canine, it's KB's furry friend, and we've got the cutest, I mean the cutest, little puppy dog. She is so sweet. Her name is Peanut. She's 11 weeks old, and I want to take her home. I really do, but, you know, I've already got cats. But I think she would keep the cats on their toes. She's got a lot of energy. She's a beautiful little girl. And Mary Meow Me Tilly is here to tell us a little bit more about Peanut.
Okay. Well, we think Peanut is most likely a beagle mix. She came into us as a stray. Somebody found her in their yard and asked around all the neighbors. Nobody claimed her. Yeah. She is 11 weeks old. That was our best guess.
Right.
And just as cute as a button.
She is cute as a button, full of energy. Just a wonderful little dog. And, you know, this is the one thing I see. You know, you see the movie where the young kid has a puppy dog and they grow up together. I think this would be the perfect scenario here. Mm-hmm. If I don't get that dog adopted first. Anyway, but here at the shelter today, so you can come by and take a look at Peanut and how beautiful she is. She's just so much fun, so much love. You can just tell that unconditional love that Peanut has for, you know, whoever were to adopt her and take her to a good home.
Yeah, yeah. We think she's going to do great with kids. Yeah. She seems like she's going to do good with other dogs. We don't know about cats yet, right? But if she's young, she'll learn.
Yes, that's normally how it works, especially if your cats are older and they're maybe around a little puppy dog like that. They'll let the puppy dog know what the boundaries are.
Yep,
no doubt about it.
They'll show the pup who's boss. And the nice thing about cats with a dog is if cats don't want to be messed with, then they can get up high and where the dog can't reach them, and they have an out there. So.
Well, it's getting close to the holidays, Mary, and let's talk a little bit about the thrift store, because your thrift store here, Ozarks Cat and Canine Thrift Store, it really does do a lot to fund the shelter itself, and on top of it, man, there's some great merchandise up there too.
Yep. Our thrift store is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Always looking for volunteers to come in and help sort merchandise and put things out on the shelves, keep things clean and arranged, help check people out. Every donation that comes into the thrift store, all that money that is raised helps to fund the shelter. And they are probably fund about 70% of our operating costs down here.
Well, folks, if you're looking for some great gift ideas, some unique items as well, something for someone else, or just something for yourself, check out the thrift store here at Ozarks Cat and Canine and come by and see Peanut, because when you do, you will fall head over heels in love with this little girl. She's just so beautiful. She really is. I think I'm going to try and put her in my pocket and make it out the door with her. No, I won't do that. I want to thank our veterinary at the lake for presenting KB's Furry Friends right here at Ozarks Cat and Canine, of course, on What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement. Whether they're still on the journey or already there, at SRG Financial we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, a big thanks to everybody for showing up and being a part of the program today. We had a lot of fun. My guest, Chief Paul Berardi from the Osage Beach Fire Protection District, Larry Bennett from Camdenton Parks and Rec, the staff, everybody, Papo, Melissa, and the staff at Mamacita's Mexican Cantina, and our great friends, those cats and dogs, and the super staff at Ozarks Cat and Canine. I want to thank all of the sponsors, SRG Financial Advisors, Ozark Barge and Dock, our veterinary at the lake, Budget Blinds, and Bryant Auction. We're back next week with a great show. We're going to have a little bit of highlights from the chili cook-off. We'll also be talking with entertainer Molly Levette, KB's Furry Friends. It is all coming up next Thursday for the new show right here on Lake TV. Thanks for watching and God bless.